Today, let us learn how to create a schedule in MS Project. Not just create, we will also see how to add and assign resources, create budget costs, and save baseline dates and costs. All in under 10 minutes. So let's start. First step is to add tasks. The tasks can be scheduled manually or automatically. You can select this individually from task mode or by selecting all the tasks and selecting auto schedule from task menu. It is a good practice to schedule the tasks automatically. Some of the tasks are parent tasks and some are child tasks. Intend the child tasks. You can also outdent tasks to make them parent tasks. Now add durations of child tasks. To make a task milestone, simply enter 0 duration for that task. You can also mark a task with non-zero duration as milestone from Task Information window. Now add predecessors to the child tasks. The first task in the project will not have any predecessor. You can add more than one predecessor for a task. There can be different types of dependencies between tasks. If you enter only the task ID of the predecessor, the dependency considered in finish to start. Add SS for start to start, FF for finish to finish, and SF for start to finish along with the predecessor task ID. You can add a lead to a task by subtracting required number of days from the predecessor if you want to overlap tasks, or a lag by adding required number of days from predecessor if you want to delay a successor task. You can insert a new task by right-clicking and selecting Insert Task or selecting Task from Insert section in Task menu. To change the start date of the project, go to Project Information in Project menu and change the start date. You can insert the summary task by selecting it from Gantt chart format menu. Now let us add resources. Select the resource sheet view by right-clicking on the left side of the window. You can do this from View menu as well. Enter the resource names. There are 3 types of resources in MS Project: work, material, and cost. Use work type for people and equipment to complete the tasks. Use material type for consumables and cost type for financial costs. You can also mark a resource as budget resource in Resource Information window. To open this window, double-click on the resource. Use this if you want to fix budget for items like travel for the entire project. Add another resource for travel expense to capture the cost of travel. This way you can keep tracking the travel expense against the travel budget. Enter a material label to show the unit of measurement of the material. You can modify the time the costs are accrued. It can be at the prorated or at the start or finish of the task. You can enter the resource costs in the Resource Information window or directly in the resource sheet. We will see how to enter costs for cost resources in a while. Enter the unit rate of material resources. You can mention the quantity of material when you assign this resource to a task. Add cost per use for work resources like equipment if you need to pay to transport an equipment every time you hire it. There are different methods to assign resources. The easiest is to do it from Assign Resources option in Resource tab. If you add new resource or change the resource units after assigning, MS Project increases the duration, reduces the work based on the task type. You can select the option as per your requirement. We will have a separate session only for types of resources and considerations while assigning resources. You can also assign a cost resource to a task. You need to enter the expected cost against the resource. Please note, you will not be able to assign a budget resource to any tasks other than the summary task. MS Project gives an indication when a resource is overallocated. You can use the Level Resource option in Resource menu to adjust any over-allocation, but doing so increases the duration of the project. You cannot assign any resource other than budget resource to the summary task. To enter the cost to a budget resource, you need to go to the Task Usage view. Now set the baseline from the Set Baseline option in Project menu. You can see the baseline in the Tracking Gantt view. The dark gray bar indicates the baseline. The red bars indicate the critical path. Insert baseline start and finish columns to see the baseline dates. Then insert baseline budget cost and baseline cost columns. All set to start the project.